It's gonna look awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to see the finished product. All right, everybody, as you can tell, it's a little chilly here. On the upside, it's really sunny, so it's not too bad. A little windy. If it was a little less windy, it'd be a little nicer. But I got a lot of stuff to do today. So I'll show you guys what we're getting going on today. I have to finish building down my soffits. I don't know if I talked about this before, but I'm not following the contour of the trusses with the soffit. I'm actually making a flat soffit in here. So I have to mount a 2x4 up to the wall as backing to nail my soffit material to. The reason I'm working on this is I need this house to be a little more airtight, first of all. And second of all, I have a stinking squirrel that took up residence in here.
I am a crazy rabbit squirrel.
He's gonna go bye-bye. Oh, here's the squirrel that was tormenting me. Apparently he came down here and decided to make this his final resting place. Bye-bye. We're gonna try and get all these things wrapped up in the next couple days. Let's get back to work, get some stuff done, have a good day, and you guys have a great day as well. All right, everybody, as you can see, I got the rest of this section of the house Tyvek, and we are, well, actually home guarded because it's not Tyvek brand, but it's all the same stuff. We're gonna try and get a big portion of this house sided this week and get as much of the soffit done as possible so that it will just help hold some heat in here a little bit better. Because on Wednesday, I got the gas company coming to double check and make sure my site for my propane tank is good, and then we'll have propane coming here pretty quickly. So then I'll be able to get the propane wired piped into the house, and then I can start running a propane heater temporarily to start warming this house up a little more. And then whenever I get the furnace in, that can get installed too, because we're gonna have the electric getting hooked up. All right, everybody, so I got all of the soffit done that I have right now, and I've got a few pieces that I can start putting on for some of this siding here. So I figured I'd just show you guys what I've got going on here. We're using the exact same material. It's a 3/8 inch panel. It's kind of like T111, except the only difference is it's a little thinner and we don't have a lap seam. But we're doing board and batten, and every 16 inches on center, there will be a batten that's gonna be caulked and painted, so it doesn't really matter that we don't have the lap on that sheet. So we measure down 8 feet from our soffit down to here. So we have this blue line right here. That is where we are gonna start our sheets. So we'll have a 4-foot sheet going down and then a full 8-foot sheet going up. We will be putting in Z flashing behind that. So we're gonna put on our first row of sheets, put on the Z flashing, put on our second row of sheets. And then after that, we will put a belly band on that will actually line up perfectly with this window and the other windows on the other side of the house here. I did that specifically because I wanted to have the belly band line up and be part of the window trim here. And so when we come around to this side of the house too, right here, that belly band, it'll probably be a 6 or an 8-inch belly band. I'm not sure yet, but that will be part of the trim of all of these windows going all the way around the house. It's a little bit more work to make sure I got it all figured out correctly, but it's gonna look super cool when it's done. Like I said, I only have a few pieces that I can actually put up right now. Oh, dang it. There's a whole bunch of deer right there. I still have a deer tag open, guys. There's a little spike in there too. All right, anyway, well, like I was saying is I'm gonna put these first couple sheets on just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on here. Then tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up a whole bunch more, and I'm gonna try and get this whole section of the house sided tomorrow. Just get it done. That way I don't have to worry about anything later on. The house is sealed up, it's all good to go. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. Anyway, let's get back at this, get it done, have some fun. All right, everybody, so as you guys can see, this goes really, really quick. We're already around to the back side of the house. I have our line all chalked around where we're putting the top of this half sheet. As you can see right here, this section drops down. So it'll be about a 76-inch piece that goes up to the soffit here. I'm gonna pretty much try and get wrapped around this little corner here. We're gonna get wrapped right into there. And then I'm going to put our flashing material in here. I was unable to find the Z flashing that I was looking for. I'm still gonna try and find it, but for now, I'm gonna use our window tape. I'll just show you guys in a little bit, but we're gonna start the window tape up here, and then it'll lay flat on the top of the sheet and then go down the sheet a little bit. That'll act as a water barrier, so just in case when we put our belly band on, if water were ever to get behind that belly band, then that flashing would not allow any water to go behind the first sheet here. As you guys can probably see, I have a lot of lines marked on these sheets. So I do that just because it's easier and you don't have to try and screw around with finding where your studs are. You find one stud and then you set the edge of your sheet on that stud, and that way you're always nailing directly into your studs. You don't have any nails just hanging out randomly in your stud cavities for people to stab themselves with. That's just something that I've always done. And all it is you use your tape and you scribe 16 inches. That's it. From one side, 16 inches from the other, and it's done. I did make sure that when I did the framing on this, because I want all of our battens to line up evenly around these windows, so I made all my framing so that when I put my battens on, then everything will line up and be evenly spaced on the windows and stuff too. I took a lot of care to make sure I was doing that so that we didn't have any problems with having battens not line up, because all of our battens get nailed directly into our studs as well. All right, everybody. So, sorry, the light's really bad here. As you guys can see behind me, I was able to get quite a bit of this siding done on this side of the house. I had to stop because I ran out of the flashing tape. So tomorrow I'm gonna look somewhere else and see if I can find the correct Z flashing that I wanted to use. Just because I used something else for it that I didn't want to use, it doesn't mean that it will not work, and it doesn't mean that it's not a functional flashing. It's just, I like using a hard flashing because it's easier to set the sheets up onto. All right, guys, so I got these bottom pieces of soffit material on here. They're looking good because I'm gonna put some mesh in there to keep things like bugs and squirrels and birds and stuff from roosting in the soffit here. I actually will be cutting that up just a little bit and then putting some wire mesh in there in the bottom of every single one of these where it touches the roof, which is only 2 on this side and then 2 on the other side. So not really a lot, but it's just something that I don't really feel like having critters up in our attic. So we're gonna do that as a precaution to make sure nothing can get up in here in our soffit. As you can see, I got the right flashing. It's actually not the exact right flashing. It's a tiny bit bigger than what I need, but it'll work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is a snowy morning here at the ranch. All right, so we have a big thing that just happened. It was like 5 minutes ago the guy left. What is this? Guys, we have propane here and the furnace is getting delivered tomorrow. I just 30 seconds ago got off the phone with the freight company, which means we're gonna be running this thing fast, guys. Boo-yah, everybody. All right, everybody, we got this whole section done. So we're about halfway down the side of the porch. I got this whole section of siding all done. So I figure it'd be easier to get it done while I have the plywood over here. So that way I don't have to move the plywood twice. So that's why I'm kind of doing one section of soffit, and then I'll do that section of siding. Then I'll move everything, do another section of soffit, and another section of siding. Just makes more sense. And I try to make sense every once in a while here, guys. I had to take my own pro tip of the day too, because my blades were getting dull. So I had to replace out the blades, not only on my skill saw, but also on my fine tool. Just something you gotta do. You gotta make sure you keep your blades nice and sharp. Not only does it make it easier to cut, but it also makes it safer to cut too. You don't want that blade binding up and catching and causing problems. So again, make sure you keep sharp blades on hand. Always have extras so that you don't have to struggle with a dull blade, because it sucks. I'm gonna actually work down quite a bit of this siding right here. I'm just gonna go straight down. Let's get back at it, get some more of this done before I have to go, because I have to take off early today because I need to go get hay. I just realized that we have one bale of hay left for all the animals, so I gotta go grab hopefully a couple dozen bales, because otherwise we're gonna run out of hay this afternoon. I stopped recording because GoPro died and I need to let it charge for a while. Just so you guys do know, I got quite a bit of this siding done going down the east side of the house and on the soffit. I ran out of soffit material though, so I just decided to abandon doing the front porch area right now. Let me actually just bring you guys inside and show you what I've been on for the last little bit. I actually had B and Isla and Daniel here with me for a little while this afternoon. B was helping me do insulation. So we are actually trying to get this house insulated as quickly as possible. I did get permission from the electrical inspector to finish all exterior walls and ceilings. And so that is actually what we're up to. You can see right here, B got this entire room finished up. And then I have most of Daniel's room done. I just need to finish up a few pieces of insulation in there. I have the majority of our room and master closet done. I still need to do this section right here and that section right there. But oh my goodness, everybody, look at what is going up. We have drywall going up. So pretty much anywhere that I can, I am going to try and get the drywall and insulation up, just because it's going to help with keeping it a little warmer in here. Yes, I did not put the lid up first because I don't need to. We're going to be doing wood on our ceiling, And so I'm just getting all the walls done in here first. And then we just need to have some heat in here, and we need it to be insulated enough where we can actually bring our wood in here for the ceiling. And so we may end up sheetrocking the ceiling and then just not doing anything with it, and just to keep some warmer air in here so we can acclimate the wood. And then probably the same thing for our master, because our master bedroom is getting a wood ceiling as well. We're making some good progress here today. It was really nice to be able to have B here helping me with the insulation. It allowed me to work on other stuff. We're gonna get back at it. I'm just going to get going on a little more insulation here for the rest of the day. And yeah, guys, this is cool. What do you guys think of the drywall? Looks pretty good, huh?
Woo!
What do you think, Cece?
I think you're the best drywaller in the world, Dad.
Anyway, guys, that is pretty much where I'm gonna leave it, because I don't think you guys wanna watch me insulate in a dark room. That's where I'm gonna leave it, guys. You guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you maybe tomorrow or Monday. Who knows? That's it. Later.